All right, we want to give you a look at some of the flooded neighborhoods right now. Impassable roads, homes that have been destroyed, fierce winds taking down traffic lights, ripping signs right out of the ground. The roof of the Tampa Bay Rays stadium also ripping off. Drone footage giving us a look from above at the destruction this storm left behind. The storm so intense, a crane collapsed into the Tampa Bay Times building as well. They feared this with some cranes in the area. There wasn't enough time to take these cranes apart before the storm hit. Many places also right now in the dark. 3 million homes and businesses in Florida right now are without power. Communication then becomes an issue. NewsNation's Ryan Bass joining us from St. Petersburg with the very latest on the storm. Now with the light of day, people had a sleepless night surveying the damage. Take us through the last couple hours here, Ryan.
Yeah, Marni, as we have seen the sun rise and really start to get an idea of a lot of the damage that's happening here in town, for where we are in St. Pete, it was those high winds. I mean, we had the second highest recorded wind gusts and top speed winds of any area in St. Petersburg, just outside of the cone. It was about 100 miles per hour in terms of what the recorded wind speeds were here whipping through downtown. And it caused significant damage. You saw the crane and Tropicana Field here behind me. This is the home of the Tampa Bay Rays, Major League Baseball's Rays baseball team here in St. Pete. And I mean, just look, the entire roof is absolutely torn to shreds, as you can see here behind me. I mean, it is extensive damage to this building that here was established in 1990. And that roof, by the way, is made of translucent Teflon-coated fiberglass. It's supported by 180 miles of cables connected by struts. It's the world's largest cable-supported dome roof. And look, we're showing you some new drone video we just shot that gives you an idea here in the daylight of the significant damage, not just to the roof, but look inside of the dome of Tropicana Field. You could see the diamond, that little patch of white there in the center. I know there's a lot of white around. That is the pitcher's mound to Tropicana Field. And just look at the debris scattered all over it. There's obviously puddles in there as well from the significant rainfall that we got. There was anywhere from 10 to 16 inches of rainfall that fell in this region. And so this building significantly damaged. I talked to some Rays officials. They said they're surveying things this morning. They'll get an idea of just how extensive all of that damage is. But there was a concern, by the way, Marni, of staging area, right? We showed you some of the video a couple of days ago of those 10,000 cots that were set up inside Tropicana Field, which were staged for a lot of those first responders, a lot of those crews that were coming in to pick up the debris, National Guardsmen as well. I have confirmed that there was not any of those folks inside of the building when Hurricane Milton was coming through. In fact, Governor Ron DeSantis, the spokesperson, confirmed that that staging area was actually moved to a different location before Hurricane Milton made landfall. So there were no first responders or emergency personnel inside Tropicana Field when this storm came by. There were some stadium personnel in there, essential workers, and I am told that they are all safe and accounted for as well. But Marni, this just goes to show you how powerful Milton's winds were and how catastrophic they were. That crane is an example, and Tropicana Field certainly going to take months to recover as we get into the baseball offseason here before we start next March and April for baseball in 2025.
And in addition to working here with us at NewsNation, you also work there at that stadium, so I know that this is personal to you. Ryan, what's happening on the streets with the rescue? People have been told to shelter in place for the time being. What's it like out on the roads right now?
I do appreciate you mentioning that, Marni. It is really personal. I mean, I've texted with some Rays players that are just in shock of what the building looks like here behind us, folks that were playing on this field just a couple of weeks ago. But in terms of the streets behind us, we've seen a lot of those response teams coming into town here. There's a bunch of emergency vehicles and ambulances over by where the crane is, where Xavier is stationed as well. And we have seen so many police cruisers. And again, folks are warning, whether it be in Hillsborough County in Tampa or here in Pinellas County in St. Pete, up in Treasure Island. Remember the barrier islands, which are all the coastline, they're all still shut down. So officials are saying, please don't get on the road. Please don't come to these areas. We need to survey it. We need these rescue crews to get in to make sure they remove any debris, down trees, down power lines. So that way it is safe for folks to return home and start picking up the pieces. We will keep you updated when they do lift any of those restrictions for people to come back and check out their stuff. I do want to mention one other thing, Marni. The sewage system was shut off here in downtown St. Pete as of midnight when the storm was coming through. It is now back on. So people can luckily now shower and use the restroom. That was a concern for so many. But the response teams are out here and they're starting the cleanup process us here in St. Pete and the surrounding areas of Tampa Bay.
Ryan, to you and your crew, appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. We'll check in shortly. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.